This video contains content that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Shit. Got your ass.
YouTube, it's your boy, Brother D the Trucker, coming at you with another one. So, yeah, you saw that hot mess, right? We'll talk about it. Welcome back to the channel, family. So this video right here is going out to all the new Prime drivers that are working in the refrigerator division, and for those of you that may be wanting to come to Prime and get on the refrigerated fleet. What happened to me is not normal by far. It's not, but it can and it will happen. Trust me, trust and believe, it will. So kill this engineer. Don't want all that noise. So, basically, I picked up a meat load, and it was a fresh meat load. And sometimes, well, the majority of the time, when we pick up these loads, they're already preloaded trailers, and the shipper is kind enough to raise the landing gear all the way up to where it puts the trailer, it's not level, it's kind of at an angle, so that while it's waiting to be picked up, all of the juice and the blood is draining out of the trailer for the most part. In the perfect scenario, that's what typically happens. So that answers your question. Why does meat shippers, why do they lift the trailer up? I mean, jack the landing gear up so high? It's because they wanted all the juice and stuff to drain out. But in this particular case, it didn't. I picked up the load on a Sunday, and the shipper was closed on Sunday, so it was actually preloaded the day before. And I guess in the yard where they typically have all the loaded trailers at that angle, I guess at that time when they got done with it, it was full. So they left it at the door, not in the door, but at the door, so it was level. And in this particular case, at this particular shipper, security is the one that puts your seal on. So I did open it, but there was no way I was crawling up in there. They put a load lock in there for me, so I gained a brand new load lock. Thank you, shipper. Appreciate it. And they spray it with this gas, and I guess it's to mask the smell of the blood. But anyway, when I opened up the trailer, it was like right there. Our trailers have, like, just take your fingers. Let's just use this as an example. So this is the floor of your trailer, and they have like grooves all up and down, you know, lengthwise of the trailer. Well, and they're about, I don't know, about yay thick. Well, when I opened up the trailer, it was full. I was just like, ugh. What? Okay, this is gonna be a hot mess. But anyway, I digress. So I close up the trailer, and when I get to the security shack, he seals it up, and I proceed on my way. So now I have a trailer that's leaking blood profusely. So when that happens, what you need to do is you need to contact dispatch right away and let them know what's going on. And it helps if you could take a short video and email it to your fleet manager directly, so you can see exactly what's going on. But you just explain to your dispatch what's going on with the trailer, and at that point they'll get in contact with sales, and what they will typically have you do with the approval from the shipper is they'll have you what we call flash freeze it. So this was a fresh load, so I have authorization to put it at -10 degrees and run it for like 3 to 4 hours. I would suggest running it for 5 hours just to make sure you can get it nice and frozen and for it to stick. However, that's just going to, I say, temporarily stop the bleed. In some cases, it you know, depending upon how bad it is. I mean, I was lucky enough to see the trailer, so when I stopped at that angle, I was able to drain. I thought I was draining the majority of it, but I didn't. It was a hot mess. Anyway, I digress. But it freezes it in place so that it will stop it up and it won't be as noticeable. But in my particular case, what I was hauling was unedible, so it was all the carcasses and the bad stuff from the animals, well, from the meat that was being used for dog food. So yeah, that was pretty horrific. So the pros and the cons, well, there is no pros, all cons. But when you're driving with a trailer like that, you want to get it froze to stop that leakage. Because if you get spotted by DOT, I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on this. I've never had it happen, but I would just assume that you would get fined for that. But luckily enough, it was a Sunday, and I was rolling pretty early in the morning, so I got to where I needed to get to the shutdown to stop it. Just unfortunately, I had to deal with a very bad leaky trailer for about a day and a half. So I got the load delivered to the receiver, and the next stop was going to the Blue Beacon. And unfortunately, it was hot that day, so you can only imagine. Yeah, the product is gone, but you still have all that blood. What was frozen is starting to defrost now, so it is dumped to high heaven. It's kind of like when you walk into a room full of people, and then you have that one person that just passes gas and it just clears out the whole room. As soon as I pulled into that Blue Beacon, I had 2 people throw up, and everybody else, they just walked outside. There was this one person that volunteered to get up in there and clean out that trailer. And I thanked him profusely because it stunk. But things like that happen. So my tip for the day is notify dispatch immediately what's going on, and more than likely you're going to be asked to set the temperature to a -1 or -5 or 10 degrees to be ran for a period of time to freeze it to stop the bleeding. So anyway, I hope this video finds everybody healthy and prosperous, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Peace.